Hello, class 6th. How are you all? I'm fine. Okay, what are we going to learn today? We are going to study chapter number 7. Okay, and from your book, A Pact with the Sun. From your supplementary book, okay? From your supplementary book, A Pact with the Sun. And from that book, okay, from that book we are going to see chapter number 7, and the name of the chapter is The Wonder Called Sleep. Sleeping is really a wonder, right? Who doesn't like sleeping? I do like, but only at times, not every time. Okay, we will see the wonder called sleep. Okay, now the lesson reveals the role sleep and dreams that play in our life. Okay, this lesson reveals the role sleep and dreams that play in our life. Now, who has written this chapter? Just search at the end of the lesson, it may be given to you who has written this chapter. The chapter is written by Edward Thomas. Who is the author of this chapter? Edward Thomas. Okay. Now, Edward Thomas was born on 3rd March 1878 and he died on 9th April 1917. Okay, he was a British poet, essayist. Essayist means he used to write essays, and novelist. You can say he is considered a war poet. Okay, what is a war poet? A war poet is a poet who participates in a war and writes about their experiences. Okay, but although few of his poems deal directly with his war experiences, and his career in poetry only came after he had already been a successful writer and literary critic. Okay. Now, if we talk about his background and life, then Thomas, the son of a civil service clerk, Philip Henry Thomas. Okay, the name of Edward Thomas' father is Philip Henry Thomas and mother is Mary Elizabeth Townsend. Okay, Thomas was born in Lambeth. Lambeth is a district in South London in England. Okay, and he was educated in Ballyville School, that is in Battersea School, Battersea Grammar School, okay, and St. Paul School in London. Battersea Grammar School was a voluntary controlled secondary grammar school in South England. Okay. Okay, so this is the education about him, and from 1905, Thomas lived with his wife Helen and their family at Astley's Farm near Sevenoaks at Kent. Okay, and personal life, if we talk about Thomas, then Thomas and his wife Helen had 3 children, one son Morfin and daughters Brownwen and Myphany. Okay, after the war, Helen wrote about her courtship and early married life with Edward in the biography. Means his wife, Thomas' wife, Helen also was a writer, you can say that way. Okay. Talking about Thomas' poems. Thomas' poems are written in the colloquial style and frequently feature the English countryside. Okay, the short poem In Memoriam exemplifies how his poetry blends the themes of war and countryside. Some of his poetry collections were 6 poems that he wrote in 1916, poems Halt in 1917, last poems in 1918, collected poems, Selwyn and Blount in 1920, then A Mirror of England in 1985, okay, and essay, as I told you, he was an essayist also. So what type of essays did he write? The Heart of England in 1906, The South Country in 1906, Rest and Unrest in 1910. So these are some of his, you can say, literature which he wrote, poems and essays, okay. So this is about our author, and what is the name of the author? Edward Thomas. As I told you, we are going to see the chapter number 7 from your supplementary book, The Pact with the Sun, A Pact with the Sun, okay, and the name of the chapter is the wonder called sleep, okay. Keep the book in hand. Let's move to the chapter. We know enough about what sleep is, though we don't know what exactly causes sleep. Sleep is a state of rest and unconscious rest. Yes, while sleeping we become some type of, like you can say, unconscious, because when we are in sleep we don't know what is going around us, right? Sleep is a state of rest and unconscious rest. When we sleep, our body recovers from fatigue caused by the day's activities. After a good sleep and the rest that it gives, we become alert and active again, ready for the normal activities of the day. What is fatigue? F-A-T-I-G-U-E. What is fatigue? Fatigue means extreme tiredness resulting from mental or physical exertion. You can say it this way, okay? When we wake up in the morning, it is not always possible for us to remember what happened when we are asleep. We may remember a dream, but the rest of our sleep was a kind of darkness in which nothing seems to have taken place. Several things happen to our body while we are sleeping. As we sink deeper into sleep, our muscles relax more and more, our heartbeat becomes slower, our temperature and blood pressure go down, the ever-active brain also slows down, so that we can't think or act consciously, but we dream, okay. Now what is the author trying to say us in this chapter? The author is trying to say that though we are not aware for the reason for sleep, we all know what is it, okay. It is, you can say that it is a state of unconscious rest, okay. Our body heals itself after the whole day's activity. If you work for the whole day, then in one kind of state it happens that your body needs rest, okay, and we feel refreshed when we go to sleep, when we have given our body a rest, and as we wake up, what happens? We feel refreshed, okay. We get ready for the normal activity of the day. Once we go to sleep, once we have slept, what happens? Our body gets refreshed, okay, and again we get ready for the next day activity, the normal activities, the hard work which we do. Our body gets ready for that. Means here it's only trying to say that if we don't sleep, or if we don't give our body the rest which has been wanted after the hard work, your body won't support you. It can say it with simple words, okay. So if you want your body to support you, or if you want your body to work with you, then you have to give the rest to your body, right? Now once we wake up in the morning, You have slept at night, or you have slept in the afternoon, or something like that. Okay, but once we woke up in the morning, we are unable to recollect anything what has happened around us while we were sleeping. As I told you, that when you go to sleep, you don't know you are in at that time in such a position that you don't even know what is going around you when you sleep. Okay, so you cannot recollect anything what is happening around you, what happened around you, but we can recollect what we have seen in the dream. Okay, we may recollect a dream, but other than that, what is sleep? Sleep denotes a darkness in which nothing seemed to have been happened. Yes, close your eyes and sleep. Everything is dark. Nothing is there in front of you. So you can't recollect anything. Yes, but if you have seen any dream, you can immediately recollect. Now many things occur in your body during that sleep. What happens? When you have gone to sleep, you woke up, but during that sleep, what happens? Your muscle get relaxed. Your heartbeat gets slowed down. Your temperature, your blood pressure all fall down. Means everything gives you the relief. Only the one thing which works is your brain. Okay? Even the activities of the brain get slower to stop us from thinking and acting. At that time I told you that your brain only works, but your brain works okay, the activities of the brain becomes slower. It does not stop working, it becomes slower. Okay, why? So that you don't think unnecessarily or don't act anything unnecessarily. So to give your body a relief, your brain the activities of the brain becomes slower. Okay, okay, so at that time your body, the activity of the brains gets slower so that you don't act or think anything. Okay, in general, if you see, in general, most healthy adults means the people who are above 16 or 17 age, you can count like this. Okay, okay, in general, most healthy adults need 7 to 9 hours of sleep at night. Okay, and however, some individuals are able to function without sleepiness or drowsiness after as little as 6 hours of sleep. Okay, now you know that man, M-A-N, man is the only mammal that willingly delays sleep. Okay, now here talking about sleep, do you know what is insomnia? Insomnia means the people who lack sleep. Lack sleep means who don't get sleep at all. And these things happen with the people who are in depression. Okay? Now, sleep also depends upon your diet and exercise. What kind of diet do you eat? Okay? More if we talk, then newborn babies. Newborn babies sleep a total of 14 to 17 hours a day, or an irregular schedule with periods of 1 to 3 hours spent awake. These are the newborn babies. Okay, about the adults we have talked. Adults need sleep for 6 to 9 hours. Okay, and when infant are put to bed drowsy but not asleep, they are more likely to become self-soothers. Okay, snoring means karate bharna. Okay, now snoring is a primary cause of sleep and this can happen to anyone. Okay, it's not bad, but it can happen to anyone. Okay, one interesting thing, scientists still don't know and probably will never know that if animals dream as humans do. For human beings, scientists have invented, or you can say scientists have come to know that human beings dream. But about animals, if we talk to them, they don't know. Okay? Now, people who don't get enough sleep are more likely to have bigger appetites due to the fact that their leptin levels fall. Means people who get less sleep can be said that they eat more food. That's why I told you, your sleep depends upon your diet. Okay? More we will talk about sleep. Now let's move to the lesson again. When we wake up, our temperature and blood pressure rise to normal. Our heartbeat and breathing also become normal, and we are fully awake. And have forgotten most, if not all, the dreams that we had while sleeping. What is a dream? It is an activity of the mind that takes place when we are asleep. Some dreams are probable while others are not. That only means that many of the things that happen in dreams could happen when we are awake. Others could not. Dreams seem to be important for several reasons. One is that a dream can help us to sleep through noise or other disturbances. For example, the alarm clock rings, but our mind causes us to dream that the telephone or doorbell is ringing and that we are awake and answering it. Certain doctors have found that one's dream often reveal to get reveal a great deal about one's problems, and that if understood correctly, they can provide a key to the solution of those problems. But we must remember one thing: dreams cannot be used as a way to tell the future. They simply can never tell the future. Okay? We have seen that when we sleep, our heartbeat becomes slower, our muscles relax more and more, our temperature and blood pressure goes down when we go to sleep. Okay? But when we awake, the moment we wake up, we can say the moment we wake up, the temperature of our body and the blood pressure again gets normal. Okay, when we go to sleep, the blood pressure falls down, the temperature falls down, our body temperature. Okay, and when we are awake, the moment we are awake, okay, as soon as you open your eyes and you are awake, at that time the temperature of your body and the blood pressure gets normal, and other phenomena like heartbeat, breathing, okay, also gets normal. And we forget most of our dreams, if not all. Means that the dreams which you see when you are sleeping, most of the dreams you would forget. Not all of them. If some dreams are very, you can say, very interesting or very liked by you, then that are there in your mind, you never forget. But most of the dreams you forget. Now talking about the dream, what is a dream? Dream is nothing but an activity of mind during sleep. Okay, some dreams are possible while some are not. Some dreams can be realistic, you can say. Okay, dreams are important for several reasons. They can help us to sleep when we are dreaming. In the sleep, when we are dreaming, dreams can help you through any noise or disturbance. Means if you are dreaming while sleeping, there may be any kind of noise nearby you, loud also, you won't get disturbed. So dreams helps us sleep, okay, through noise or any disturbance. As you example, if we take that the alarm clock, when we are asleep and the alarm bell rings, okay, we dream that the telephone bell or the doorbell is ringing, and we are awake and go to answer. Sometimes we feel like that, many times happens. There is something ringing, really, either the doorbell or the telephone bell or the mobile is ringing, but we are in the dream, we are lost in the dream so much that we feel that we are awake and we are going to answer it. But to these dreams, some of the doctors say that the dreams throw light upon one's problems, and sometimes the solutions are hidden in the dreams only. Okay, we can say that dreams may reveal problems, but dreams can never predict our future. So whatever you see in the dream, don't think that it is going to be a real, it is going to become real. Sometimes it may and sometimes it may not. Most of the times it may not. Okay? Means if you have seen some kind of a hazard, natural hazard in the dream, don't think that really it is going to happen. Okay? So the problems, if you see in the dreams, the solutions are there in the dream itself. Okay? More if we talk about the dreams. What is a dream? About sleep we have seen. But what is dream? You can say dreams can be fascinating, dreams can be exciting, or just plain also. Okay? But it is not clear that why do we dream. Okay, it is not clear. Why do we dream? Adults and babies, they dream for around 2 hours per night. With each and every adult or each and every babies, you can say, they dreams for every 2 hours per night. Okay, and even those of us who claim not to, but they do dream. Because researchers have found that people usually have several dreams each night. Okay, and every dreams are something about 15 to 20 minutes. Means here you can say, during a typical lifetime, people spend average of 6 years of them while dreaming. Okay? Now, while most people report dreaming in color, but there is a small percentage of people who claim that who claim to only dream black and white. Means not all dreams are in color. Some are of black and white also. Now talking about men and women, yes, men and women dream, but they dream differently. Researchers have found that some differences between men and women when it comes to the content of their dreams. Men reported dreaming about weapons, okay, and significantly more than women did. But when women, it comes to women, women references dream about clothing, about fashion, you can say. And women have slightly longer dreams than men. Okay? And as we had seen animals, yes, animals probably dream. But what do they dream, or do they dream or no? Confirmly not known by the scientists, as I told you before. Okay? Many think that when a sleeping dog wags its tail, wags its tail and moves its leg, it is dreaming. While it's hard to say sure whether it is truly the case, as I told you. Researchers believe that it's likely that animals do indeed dream. Okay, it's possible to control your dream. Approximately half of all the people can remember experiencing at least one instance of lucid dreaming. Okay, what is lucid dreaming? Lucid dreaming is a thought to be a combination state of both consciousness and REM sleep. Okay? And now if we talk about blind people, we say, okay, blind people cannot see, but they cannot see. Naturally, they cannot see, but in the dreams, yes, blind people may dream visually. In one study of people who have been blind since birth, okay, researchers have found out that they still seem to experience visual imagery in their dream. Means the people who are blind from their birth, means they have not seen the world at all. No trees, no sun, no moon, no sky, no birds, mountain, rivers, nothing. They don't even know what is colors. Then to such kind of people, such kind of blind people, they visual imagery in their dream. Okay? And lastly, if we talk, then we can say many dreams are universal. While dreams are often heavily influenced by our personal experience, means we say that whatever we dream, it has been said that whatever you think while sleeping, you dream the same. Okay, but researchers have found out that certain dream themes are very common across different culture. Means many of the people, many people in this world dream the same when they sleep. Okay? And if we talk about, for example, people from all over the world frequently dream about being chased, being attacked, or falling. And the other common dreams are like feeling frozen, unable to move, arriving late, flying, being. Okay? Such kind of dreams are there. So this is what we talked about dream. Okay, now let's lead the lesson further. That sleep is the most common experience. Sleep is the most common experience, but how many of us really think about the wonder and power of sleep? Many poets have written beautiful poems about sleep. Here is one of which the poet is describing the experience of falling asleep. We'll read afterwards, but let me explain what is it. Sleep is a phenomena, we all know, that happens to everyone. Whosoever is living in this world, yes, we know that they all sleep. Okay? All of us experience it, and hardly any of us is able to think or talk about its power. Do we ever sit and talk about this topic? Sleep. Why do we get sleep? Why cannot we see anything when we are sleeping or hear anything when we are sleeping? We don't know even what is going around us. How do we get dreams? Do we talk on such topics? No. Right? But some poets have written poems on sleep. Some poets have written poems about sleep. Okay. Try to search it and read it, my dears. The poems about sleep. There are different poets who have written poems on sleep. Okay. Let's see some of them if we can get it. William Shakespeare has written, I'll read you some 4 lines of his. Weary with toil, I haste me to my bed. The dear repose for limbs with travel tired. But then begins a journey in my head to work my mind when body's works expired. Thomas Dekker, I'll read some 4 lines about him on sleep also, which he wrote. Golden slumber kiss your eyes, smiles awake you when you rise. Sleep, pretty wettins, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby. Rock them, lullaby. William Blake, he is also a poet who wrote the poem Cradle Song. Sleep, sleep, beauty bright, dreaming in the joys of night. Sleep, sleep, in thy sleep, little sorrows sit and weep. Okay? So what is our poet trying to say? What is our poet means? What has our poem written? The poet has written about the poem Sleep. Let's see. Edward Thomas, what has he written in his poem? Lights out, I have come to the borders of sleep, the unfathomable deep, forest where all must lose their way, however straight or winding, soon or late, they cannot choose. There is not any book or face of dearest look. That I would not turn from now. To go into the unknown, I must enter and leave alone, I know not how. Okay, this is the poem about the sleep that has been written by our author, or you can say one of the poems about sleep which is taken by our author Edward Thomas. Okay, now I hope you must have understood about the wonder called sleep and dreams. Something new you must have known about this. Okay, with this we have completed the chapter. I hope you have understood. Again the same thing, read the chapter again and again. Okay, and worksheet as usual I'll give you very soon. Fine. Till then, take care of your health. Hope to meet you all soon. I'm missing you all. Bye.